Water Tribe. Welcome back, everyone. Storm here.
Jessica here.
We're watching more of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix series, episode 6. Let's get stoned. Yeah. I like your shirt.
Earthbending, right? That's what we're talking about?
Yes.
Earthbending.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
We're going to see Haru in this episode. He'll have already grown a mustache. And he's going to do some earthbending.
Hey guys, I meant to show you this last time. Here's another fan art that I did. It's really busy. I did this in acrylics. Then I had it printed on a metal disc plate. Woo!
Stupid sexy Zuko.
Yeah, we have sexy Zuko in the front, who's running away from Toph, who's earthbending a rock at him, while Aang is airbending in the background. We have Katara, she's practicing waterbending, and Mombo's swimming. It's actually quite detailed. It's fun. I always love my vibrant colors. And then Sokka, he made a map, or no, sorry, not a map in this one. He made a landscape of this painting. Woo!
You put a rainbow in it, because it's pretty. That's not actually Toph, it's Melon Lord.
It's the Melon Lord! Such a great series. So, anywho, Jessica, are you ready for this episode?
Yes, let's do it.
That uniform suits you well. Celebrating and trouble with the shoulder guards. There. Perfect. What is it? Nothing. Tell me. Your gauntlets are laced incorrectly, but no one will notice. What? Help me fix it.
Baby's first war council where he gets to help murder people.
Yeah, this is where he speaks out.
I know. He does good here. He does the right thing. It's just, like, funny to be like, I'm going to the war council.
I know. Oh, see.
Ooh, that was a good cut. Mm-hmm. That was nice.
Yeah.
Lieutenant G, I asked you a question. We were given new orders. New orders by who? By me.
By me. I'm General Zhao.
Too long. I think it's time for a new strategy. You think? To discuss a few personnel changes I'd like to make. Until then, carry on.
I'm kind of enjoying Petty Zhao.
Yeah, right? There it is! Yay! We are going to meet Roku finally. Oh, boy.
Gotta have your imperialist propaganda.
Vane.
Not any one kingdom, but the whole of a unified world. Sadly, the great sage and the others believe the Fire Lord is our true spiritual leader. They have lost their way.
So, all of this belonged to Roku?
These are relics from previous avatars that my grandfather gathered for safekeeping.
Oh, so instead of having the avatar test?
Yeah.
I need to make contact with Avatar Roku. He's the only one who can tell me how to save my friends.
I don't know. Is he dead? Is Aang gonna save him? Is Roku gonna save him?
Dares disturb the peace of the Avatar.
Dear.
It's me, Aang.
Is it not customary to bow before your elders?
What?
And to avert your eyes?
Is Roku just being a dick? Because now's not the time.
And hop on one leg?
Oh, he is!
He's just being a dick.
Oh, he's funny.
Forgive me! I couldn't resist. It's good to see you, Aang. But what took you so long? I thought you would come to seek my advice sooner. Anything you need.
It has to do with Ko.
Anything but that.
You don't understand.
No, you don't understand. Ko is a predatory spirit who can hurt you in ways you can't imagine. A totem that represents something that Ko needs and cannot forget. The pendant belonged to the Mother of Faces, an ancient spirit.
Oh.
That faces for all living beings. It's because of her
Oh, it's interesting.
that identity came into this world. It'll save you and the ones you love a lot of pain.
Is he gonna go on Avatar State with Roku and save that monk?
That would be pretty amazing. I have a feeling it won't happen.
Realized.
Oh!
That's what I thought.
Okay. Wow, that's so different.
You actually got him.
Money.
Feel free to count it.
Your weight in gold.
I trust you. You know why?
Because if there's any missing, you'll come after us?
Because you're so cute.
Okay.
This one's got a lot of heat on him.
They can outflank any attacks. What would you do? Your Highness, I would suggest... Zuko,
Oh, he's actually asked them outright.
what would you do? But they'll be lost. You're gonna sacrifice them. Sacrifice is a part of war. What division do you suggest? The 41st. They're mostly new recruits. They're expendable. What did you say? I said, it's a terrible plan. Soldiers are gonna die, and for what? It's unworthy of a Fire Nation officer. You dare question? Enough! There is only one way to resolve this.
Just that alone.
Agni Kai.
This, like, okay. Obviously, Zuko is 5 million times better than his father in every single way. But man, does the drama come from that side of the family.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Agni Kai, immediately.
However,
Oh no, did he just take his top knot off?
I think he did.
Ozai was gracious enough to lend them to me. It said
Are you
they could shoot
serious?
the wings off a glowfly.
Then they gotta cut him off
1,000
later.
paces. I imagine
Maybe they just took the thing out.
this shouldn't be much of a challenge for them.
Damn, Zhao. Petty. You are so fucking petty. He doesn't have a bunch of hair sticking up on top, so I guess it's just that they shot the band off.
Yeah.
That's how I'm
done,
interpreting
done.
it.
Yeah.
That was good. That was very good.
That was good.
Oh, Huffy.
Blow all the hot air you want. It won't change your fate.
Who's this mysterious
Yeah.
figure? Who could this be?
Nice.
You do some Jeff Goldblum over there. Where'd he go?
He's so stealthy. He hides well in the dark, but the mask stands
This
out.
is some video game. Like, just like, oh, come around the corner, knock him off. Come around the corner, knock him off.
Haha. I love the double blades.
Classic. Classic.
Thanks. And ankles?
Who are you?
Oh, I guess he got them both. Hands and feet.
Right. Run now. Talk later.
Is that loyal or faithful, sir?
Oh, this is pretty sweet.
This is really good. Nice. Teamwork. All these guys
They're
are
all
fine.
dead.
They landed in hay bales. They all landed in hay. It's great. So good.
Whoa, this is
Nice.
they saved.
Did they make it?
Smart thinking.
They changed it. It's Jet now.
I'm so glad they didn't do that. No way! That was such a great reveal in the cartoon.
You shouldn't try to move. You're hurt.
Oh.
Trying to help.
Don't need your help.
Smack.
lot the time when I was supposed to be meditating, I was actually sleeping. I always got caught. Probably didn't help that I snored.
He's
Oh,
smiling.
your grandson's gonna do the same thing.
You know what the Fire Lord is doing is wrong. So you don't have to be like him. You can show some compassion.
How dare you? I'm the crown prince of the Fire Nation. I will be the example for all firebenders. And my father is a great man. Compassion? Compassion is a sign of weakness.
He's trying so hard. Ooh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Knocking right
He's
out.
been hurt. More than enough.
Oh,
That sucks.
he has.
He has been.
Poor Zuko needs therapy. I'll be ordering the Ozai calendar this year.
Alright.
I hear the June month, very
Rise
good.
and fight, Prince Zuko.
All you
Oh, he
want is for
actually
him to
attacked
like,
him.
oh man. Oh,
He didn't attack him originally.
Everything.
oh man, Ozai is fucking killing it. I don't want him to win, but he's doing a very good job of it. Nope.
Oh, he hesitated. Oh, he hesitated. He does that? Like that?
Jesus.
She had a little glisten in her eye. Like, it didn't seem sadistic or anything.
Maybe she knows it can just as easily be turned on her.
If we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends?
And he's out again? Okay.
No.
If anything, Zuko cares too much. Especially about the people on this ship.
Or is this the members of the ship that he saved?
The doctor says you'll recuperate quickly. It's a sign your body is strong, that's good. Your spirit, however, still needs strengthening.
No, he's still trying.
Sometimes you just have to give them a chance.
Oh.
I have made a mistake. Until you have conquered the greatest remaining threat to our nation's destiny, you will find, capture, and bring me the Avatar. You are not to set a foot within our borders until this task is completed, under threat of the severest of penalties. Ozai, you can't, brother. It's done.
The 40,
That was over.
we are the 41st.
He caught on to that, huh?
That Reaver, he's earthbending.
Way to go, Lieutenant G. You're living up to my expectations.
Wait a minute.
We're the 44th.
Did you know he's the
Us.
Avatar?
Attention!
Ah, now they're showing respect.
Our prince has returned.
Good.
This fucking guy. I don't know why
You
there's
should just like grab his face, push away.
They must have missed you at music night.
Music night.
music night.
With the Sungi horn.
Thank you. I'm just trying to remember the name.
Yeah.
Gosh, what is the thing he says?
Because the truth is,
I don't
we
see a
How long's it
crown.
been?
anything
Momo.
for them.
No crowns.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Frogs.
No.
And he's gonna say, "I'll only give you one back since you gave me one
Right?
thing."
You gotta negotiate here, and you're in a position of power. You got something he wants.
Yeah, he's like, "Thanks, not doing anything now."
What greater pain is there than losing someone you love? Or worse,
Oh, I went back.
Gyatso?
find
finding out someone you love has left you behind.
We did get to see him for a little bit.
We talk about it when I get back.
I know.
Of course.
He's such a good dad. Uncle
He
Dad.
is. He's such a good Uncle Dad.
Mm-hmm.
So we put on a mask. It's not hard to understand why. What's hard is knowing that sometimes the mask is who we really are.
We finally saw the blue spirit.
We did it!
Yeah, that was actually really good. I enjoyed that.
We did it, guys!
The fight scene with Aang and Blue Spirit on top of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That was very
That was
entertaining.
very good.
And with the Blue Spirit, I was like paying attention to like so many little details, and I liked his moves. He was very stealthy, and it felt like that. It wasn't like awkward or anything. He was very quick. I felt like sometimes even Aang fighting was a little faster, like they sped up the footage or something to make it look more like the animated series, because I know certain things don't translate well when it's live action, but I think they did speed up a couple scenes, not scenes, but like quick actions to make it more believable, and it actually worked really well.
They did. It looked really good.
Yeah.
I really liked the latter part. That was fun. That's like some classic kung fu / RRR.
Yes, yeah. You know, I love that, and I appreciate in this series with the animated series when they came up with all these different crazy ideas on not just like combining animals and like the fighting techniques, stuff like that, but when just making these inventions that are so bizarre. And with the ladders, they couldn't really do that well with live action, which I can totally agree and understand, where they bent. Remember, like they were like bendy and they pushed the ladder against the stone wall, and they would just kind of like bend and go 90 degrees up. Yeah. So it was so cool, but it wouldn't look great.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
If they animated it.
They did a fun job though. That was a really good fight scene.
It was a really good fight scene, and I like how they just kept them stiff, and then them using them to like do stilts going across the way. Like that was really cool, which they did in the animated as well. But yeah, I loved everything about that scene.
This is the wrong one. I thought this was the one with Zuko's mom in it, which I'd also have somewhere. And that's the one where we meet Ko's mom.
You know, I'm pretty sure I have all the books. I'm looking at them. They're over here. There were a couple I skimmed through, which I know it's ridiculous because I love Avatar and I should have really sat and read them. But there's 3 that I did read, and that one that you're talking about, I must have skimmed because I don't really remember much of it. I'm pretty sure I have it, so maybe next time I'll look through it and see. But anyways, yeah, I was very interested in that. So I think that is actually quite a cool detail they put in.
Yeah, they're including stuff from outside just the source material, which I haven't read it, but there's novels about Kyoshi.
I didn't read that either, but I've heard about it, and I think
they mentioned her being like a maid and stuff, and like a household maid, and then learning she was the Avatar later. I think that's all from those novels.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I mean,
I need to read those.
Now, the farther we go along into this series, it's quite incredible on how different it is from the animated. And at this point, like, it's been a fun journey so far, and being so different, it kind of helps, you know, because if you're going to change up a couple little things, it's easier to nitpick, but since it's just so different at this point, and they added a couple extra things, I find it fun because it's not really predictable, and I found certain things freaky with the spirits, and Aang and Zuko having more screen time together at this point, just talking, I thought was very fun to see. And it really made me like feel bad, and I always felt bad for Zuko, but you know, him like seeing what he went through with his father, just having it more drawn out, having more details there, I thought was actually pretty well done.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And I just love the interaction.
For a moment there, I almost felt like, oh, maybe that's too much time. Or they you know, he's coming down like too much. They're connecting. And then Aang said the magic word of compassion, and it like flipped a switch in him. Yeah. I was like, oh, that was good. That was like really good the way that they did that, where they had it just be like, no, I'm channeling my dad at this moment.
Yeah. And you can really feel Zuko's pain. Like you said, like when I saw the animated series for the first time, the first season, Zuko's hunting the Avatar. He's so obsessed. He has temper tantrums all the time. And it became funny. Like, he's still a great character. But, you know, it was kind of in question. Could he possibly become good later on? But in this Zuko, you could already see that in him. And I kind of like not knowing so much. But I do love feeling for him a lot in this series. And maybe it'll be even more impactful when he does actually help Aang down the road. But yeah, so I really do enjoy his character. I love the interaction with him and Aang just talking to him casually, and Zuko actually opening up about the paintbrush, and you know, they could actually relate to that because they both had to do almost the same thing. Other. Yeah, so that was pretty neat to see, and them even like talking later. Aang still helped him into the boat. You know, and then that was like the moment at the end of the animated episode.
Where we could have been friends.
Yeah, where we could have been friends, and then he like quickly, firebends at him, and then they kind of just go their separate ways. So I really liked it. And you're right, we did hear some thunder in the background, so it was like the storm. They had a little touch
nod
of that.
To it.
This is the storm, guys, just to let you know.
Guys, we're doing the storm part.
Yeah.
We're learning about the Agni Kai.
Yes, we learned about that. And they added more to that, too, because in the original, Zuko bows down to his father.
They're making everyone's backstories so intense.
So intense. I mean, that's a huge moment, though. Like, we needed to see it like that. And I think they executed it well. I mean, I'm so, like, that scene in the animated series when Zuko, like, yells at his dad in the meeting. I like that part. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's bad. And even though it was a bit different in the live action, Zuko still said insulting things like, this is wrong, this is all wrong. And so it was great trigger words for Ozai. And I found it so interesting that Zuko actually fought back, because originally he didn't. He just bowed down and was like, I'm so sorry. And not that we think he was a coward, but his father saw him as a coward, that he was weak, and just like burned him when he was still kneeling. But here Zuko actually fights back and hesitates because he was going to actually hurt his father, maybe even win the Agni Kai.
Yeah,
and he didn't this time.
I don't know if he could have won that.
I don't think he could have, but he had a moment. And it was just... He could have burned his face or something. It could have been bad enough where he blinded him or something.
Yes, he might have done enough to make it so that he didn't get banished and burnt.
Yeah, so they definitely changed that up. But I did like it.
Terrifying. He was so good.
For him to look at his son and slowly just bring the fire to his face and let him burn slowly, that was way worse. And then talking to him like he's healing in his bed, and then he banishes him. Like, yeah, you're weak. We have to get that weakness out of you. We're just going to banish you. Like, that was a heavy scene.
Good for Zuko, too. Done. Like, he just went through an awfully traumatic thing, and his dad says something to him. He's going to heal. He still stands up for himself and for the 41st. He still says, maybe if you give people a chance, they'll show you that they can be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that was a good fact that he was still willing to stand up to his dad, like, that's good for him. Good on you, buddy.
I know. He's such a good character, and I love how his shipmates, like, were very respectful at the end and bowed to him after Iroh told the story about, the 41st, wait a second, that was us.
That was us.
But it added more
2,
meaning.
3.
I know, right?
She's cracking me up. I can't.
I know, I can hear you. I don't know what it is. So funny.
He's just, I can't.
He's that annoying character. They're like, okay. But I am glad that the crew respects him now and bowed to him. That was a heavy moment as well. So, pretty good episode. I'm enjoying this series. You kind of have to let go.
Of the characters that have departed the most, I want to say Zhao is very different from when he was in the cartoon, and I kind of love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jason Isaacs Zhao, classic. You can't
You can't
He
go
touched
wrong
his
with him. He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing in the original, and but he is different and kind of.
The smarm, the like. It's
I miss the
very
slow clap.
good.
We didn't get that. That was so different too. When instead of like Zuko showing up after he saw Roku, like we had June go capture the Avatar instead. It was just, it's kind of fun too because then it kind of piques my interest because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's a pretty cool difference.
Which we saw Roku. What did you think about Roku?
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up too because you were saying Zhao was so different, and you have Roku who's so different too.
Roku's very different.
You know, I gotta say, I liked serious Roku, but everyone else in the show was so serious that I'm glad they kind of changed it up and made him with a good sense of humor.
It makes a good contrast too when you first, you meet Kyoshi first and you think maybe she's right, like that's what Avatar has to be, and then you meet Roku and he's just fucking with them.
I know. I was like, oh, is he going to be this annoying, like, nagging guy? And no, he was just had a good sense of humor.
Avert your eyes. Hop on one leg.
Yeah, that was really funny. So I don't mind the new Roku. I also enjoy Aang's character. He's a bit too serious, but he does have really cute, adorable moments, and I want to see more goofy Aang, But and then Sokka, like we're getting a lot of like really serious moments throughout the series, and so just I think it's good that they made Roku a bit goofy, and it was funny to me. I was entertained by it. So want to see more of Roku.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was fun. I love these 1 hour long episodes, and again, like I'm still envisioning the cartoon with so many episodes like combined, and I'm like, wow, all this happened in one episode. So I'm like, was that a few episodes ago that we saw that too? And I'm like, it's pretty entertaining.
We saw Roku. We got captured. We had the Blue Spirit. We had the whole Agni Kai, and then we had to go back and see Ko again. There's a lot. Honestly, when he went back to go see Ko at the end, I was kind of like, right, I totally forgot about this part.
Yeah. I like the subtlety there too.
Katara and Sokka.
And that's one thing too. I like everyone talking about Ko, like Roku and Gyatso, and they're like, oh yeah, no, he's a bad spirit. You don't want to mess with him. I was thinking of Roku where he's like, and he's like, I gotta go see, or I have to save my friends. Ko has my friends, and he's like, yeah, no, or whatever he said. He's like, yeah, you're not doing that.
I will help you with anything. I need help with Ko, not with that.
Yeah, so the special effects in this series have been pretty impressive so far. I mean, there's a lot going on in this series, and I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they're doing really good job.
Airbending, all the bending so far, I really enjoy a lot. And during this reaction, I did joke saying that, the firebenders don't look so intimidating just doing this. And the cartoon, you just know that they're about to firebend. You're like, oh God. But like in the show, it just doesn't connect as easily for me.
They
and
just
the bending's
like
been
this.
Great. But just like posing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He might burn you. Or, this guy might throw a rock at you. But when they're just doing the position, like, I'm like, oh.
Which I forgot to mention last episode, something that Katara brought up was that she took the bending maneuver of the ice from the Earthbenders.
Yes.
And that's a very, that's something they bring in later about how, the lightning bending is taking from water bending.
Yes.
But they use the flow of water bending to lightning bend. So I really love the idea that she's watching other benders and picking up their.
I'm glad you brought that up. I love that detail so much. Yes, because it gets quite complicated, with the different advances you could do with certain elements and learning new techniques with other elements. I think that's such a cool idea. Gotta remember how to lightning bend. Maybe Ira will teach us later.
No, you gotta do the flow.
That's season 2.
You have to go with the flow.
Oh yeah, go with the flow. And speaking of this, it made me think, because Ira was injured there, he got stabbed in the back a while ago.
He did get stabbed in the back a while ago.
And he's still doing okay.
He's still,
so I'm glad he's okay.
That bad. It was a minor stab in the back.
Yeah. And one little nitpick, I really do, I love Iroh. I love that character so freaking much. And I do enjoy him here. I think he is great, but I just, again, wish he was a little bit more silly. We had a couple silly moments, but he's very serious, and I just, want to see him with
we might get
another
more
pirate
silly
thing's not going to happen. But
in the Earth Kingdom when he's he gets to chill a little bit. Like, right now he's still like, all right, we're on it. We're fine. Fire Nation warship, technically still.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when he gets off in the Earth Kingdom and he gets to like bring up his Pai Sho buddies. And
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, he was kind of hinting about the White Lotus a little bit, right?
A little bit.
We had a little bit of that going on. So I like it. I like it so far. And thank you guys for watching along with us. I know there's a lot of super fans out there that love Avatar, the Last Airbender series. The animated series is just absolutely incredible. But I hope you guys can enjoy this one as well.
Hope so.
Like we have.
Been enjoyable. You gotta turn off the super fan brain and just be like, hey, there's fun bending on screen.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I mean, a lot of love was put into this, and I can appreciate it for what it is, So until next time, guys, we have a few episodes left, I believe, and I'm excited to see where this goes. And hopefully we will see Paku, and we'll see Yue. And Paku, when we do meet him, he better be a sexist. That's one thing I need to see, because Sokka didn't have that, and he has to tell Katara that he has to go in the other huts with the other women, and she can't be a waterbender. He can't train her. That better happen, because I think that's such a huge...
It's a huge moment for her.
It's a huge moment. So, anyways, we'll see. Fingers crossed. So, Water Tribe, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching with us again. See you next time. Bye. Bye.